None of
My
us
music
welcome
selection
back.
is definitely lesbian. Hi. Thanks for that timing.
If the dog would just go over by Trisheni, then we could,
Got one hand in my
We're
pocket.
dollar.
Sister, come here.
we could see how happy.
there we go,
We
there
could see
we
how
go.
happy
Good.
or sad Trisheni was.
My tail wagging.
Especially when
we'll
they're
pick
under
up
the
where we
table
left
like
off.
that.
waking back up.
You waking up with the idol in hand. Everybody got their long rest. The idol is not made up of Eldoran. It's made up of the Ichor, and it does detach from you.
We're level 13, right?
You messed up.
Asking it will never happen.
You don't want to give Trish any back her smell?
Her smell? Her smell never went
Right, 'cause you get
away.
regeneration it's set for 7th level spells. Yeah.
Oh, it didn't? Why didn't you guys tell me I didn't feel
Think
good?
about the heart.
I didn't know how to describe wet
Coffee
dog
of
without
your
it coming
first
as
smell.
an
I
insult.
know. You have to
So what do we
leave it.
roll for that?
That's Matt, not Meckel. Meckel has no clue what wet dog smells
That
like.
was the heart roll was on the vid. So yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Log rolled a 3 on his dream check, so you were rolling that into whatever happens with
yes.
Ichor.
But
So-
Meckel rolled a 20.
You manifest the. Although it made of Ichor, you realize that things, even depictions of its form, are not great, and sometimes can cause misfortune. So even if this isn't even made out of Eldoran, it could still be a big problem, as was the depiction inside of the book. So. Stop.
Can't see on camera.
No. All you
No,
see
you just see him doing.
There's a dog.
is another NPC.
We brought a real Moonchild here today.
The three on the check will also possibly instill a bit of realness into this thing because Log believes it's a threat, and therefore it could very well become a threat.
It was a puppy.
So yes,
It's trapped Moonchild inside of it.
the rest of you, who's in whose bubble? That's what I need to know.
We're
Most
all
of
in
us-
the same bubble.
Most of us had to be in Log's bubble because he pulled us in,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just start there then.
Twins.
So
yeah.
Trisheni is in
need-
her own bubble.
Argus,
Maybe
Meckel,
twins can come
Zemdak,
with me.
Log, and Gald.
He pulled
all
the
roll
twins
wisdom
in.
Twins
saving
went with
Oh,
us.
that's right. Yeah.
And Shade's got to be in somebody's bubble.
Yeah, so probably calls then.
You
Brain
probably
broach?
wanted to talk to Thraz and he just passed out on you.
It's even worse. So stick with the original one.
Sorry, what are we rolling?
Moonchild still up
Wisdom
too?
save.
Is the what?
Moonchild still up too?
Yeah, well, because she always bamps back. We established that she
Right,
bamps
right,
back
right.
each time.
I just didn't know if she slept with you. Or not.
Count as magical effect.
Yeah, I'll say this is a magical
You
effect.
said this was a wisdom save?
Yes.
Do I get advantage?
Do you get advantage because it's your own thing?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, good. Oh, thank God.
Do I
All
have
right.
advantage because I'm psychically linked to him?
You are not psychically linked. I just have your
Okay.
memories.
I have yours too.
Yeah, that wouldn't give you advantage.
I'm joking.
He was like, I'm socially inept
All right,
now.
so let's go around. What'd you get?
16.
16.
23.
16.
I've already used the brain broach.
It's a new day,
It's a new day, man.
Right. Well,
He just used it.
I just used it
Oh.
on this.
and it still didn't.
So I'm debating if I want to use an inspiration because I have them.
One.
And I know what this thing can do.
Yeah, you don't have just one inspiration.
I
but
know. Which is why I'm...
You have a separate
You
piece
guard
of paper
those.
for all of your inspirations?
Horde is like a.
Yeah, you guard those like they're going out of style, and you got the most out
That's
of
just the
everybody.
appropriate thing to do with inspiration.
Right. That is better. so I'm okay that I did that.
Good.
And the save was 10.
Okay, so that's gonna be a dirty 20 then.
Dirty 20 for both Log and Gall?
Gall's got his own bubble
Yep.
Oh, okay. So
because
he's not here?
Gall also casted a bubble.
Yeah.
Okay. So just Log. then.
Shade's probably in Gall's bubble.
Yeah.
Would 16, 16,
23.
23. All right. So Argus and Zemdak, you feel the strongest urge to protect this idol with your very lives, and get it away from anybody that could ever want to destroy it. You also gain a temporary madness.
Ooh, that's fun.
I haven't got to play Madness yet.
You're welcome.
You guys don't want a mad god?
He's pulling a reach around.
Wow. You want to explain to the folks at home what that means?
He was just reaching around the set.
No, the wood, you mean, right? Like,
Oh, yeah.
They're reaching around
yeah.
the wood?
Yeah. The woods.
That went really weird.
As often does.
So wait, is it Argus or Zemdak who's reaching around?
We're both mad.
So you're both reaching.
We're all mad here.
So they're all like slap fighting, you guys?
I need you to both roll a D100.
Here.
Where's the
you
big
want-
guy? Because that's more fun.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were gonna roll the dog.
There it
I was
is.
like, what the
No,
hell?
not one of them. I
Can't
can't
see that from here.
I can't read those. 33. 33.
33.
Well, you want to pass it to them then?
I rolled.
Oh.
I rolled my.
Okay.
You are afraid of every single other person in this room, and you will do everything you absolutely can to get away from them with the idols for the next D10 minutes.
Wait. First I'm done.
This is really not good, guys.
God is gonna strike me down.
8.
So for the next 8 minutes, you are afraid of every other person in this room except for Zemdak. And will do absolutely
Okay.
everything within your power to get the idol and get away from here.
Okay.
80.
80. You feel an overpowering urge to eat the idol.
What the hell?
I mean, it's something new. It might be tasty.
That's literally how I was going to put it in the notes.
Chaos
Take it away,
causes-
friends.
We should probably roll
Initiative?
initiative, I'm thinking.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
Do we all see that this is... Just imagining you eating stone right now. It's really...
It's
It is Icker.
Yeah.
I think I'm the only one that can eat it safely.
19.
9.
9.
17. For both Log and Gall, they both rolled identical.
Oh, sorry. No.
11. I guess Shade and
13 for just
Shade and twins will be part of that. Shade got a 19.
You guys don't
Shade
know
has a
that
plus
we're-
5 to Dex.
well, yeah, because the magical effect doesn't really come out of the bubble.
And the twins got a nat
So
1, which
they haven't
brings them
experienced
to
it yet.
a 4.
We did like try bubble.
So since Gall and Log did identical, I might as well just go Log, then Gall.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Whichever order you want. It's fine.
Sorry. What was Argus's?
9.
9. What Meckel get?
11.
This is not good.
What did Tristan
So
get?
did we decide
13.
with the 3 bubbles
13?
if the magic will affect with them combined anybody in
where are you
it,
going?
or does it block for each
Well,
individual?
by the time we've woken up, it's dropped.
Oh,
Logs and
okay.
Gall get?
Yeah.
17.
It'll because it only lasts 8 hours.
Well, it's got
so it's
17?
dropped.
Yep.
Okay, so it was only affecting, or
19.
only appears to affect
So I'm-
people within my
it's
immediate
your
area,
shade
or
that-
its immediate area.
Those are the ones that it came back with. So at the moment. yes.
Okay. But yeah, I guess
You don't know the rules of this thing. That's
No, I
that's
don't.
what's
I was-
happening right now. But now that we've rolled initiative, we could be rolling other wisdom saving throws too. 1 second.
What did it roll?
No.
This is just the chaos we needed to interrupt the plans of the conclave. We just mail this to him in a box.
Just mail you to him in a box.
Well, we'll just have Zamdek eat it, and then...
Then mail Zemdek.
Yeah, and then with a bow around his stomach
You
or
wouldn't
something.
have to breathe in the box.
That
'cause
is
you're
true.
Undead. Like, I mean.
So you can't choke on it.
All the benefits.
The benefits of being undead.
I like how you and I reacted basically at the same time in the other bubble because I got a 12 and you got a 13.
So who's at the top?
Oh, did you
Shade.
need to roll
Shade's
for
at the
the
top.
idol? For any reason?
Idol happens on layer action.
Oh.
So-
It's
Do
the
what happened
lair.
first.
So it happens first?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay. So who's within 60 feet of it then? I guess everybody.
Everybody.
We're inside of a bubble. Isn't it that magic can't go through a bubble?
The bubble is dropped now that 8 hours have passed.
That's true. Okay.
Great. Okay.
But yeah, we were all in a huddle.
So that's everybody who hasn't rolled yet. Please roll.
Wisdom.
Yes.
So Gall, Shade, twins.
Have some mark down.
And Raz.
Yeah, yeah.
So, with
Counting
save.
on you.
I'm trying.
Shade saves. Twins do not.
Wisdom save, you said?
Yep.
17?
That's a failure.
Madness. Paranoia.
You want to eat Zemdek. That's the... But only
Oh.
after he eats the idol.
What were the twins?
It's like the fish thing, you know?
Yeah.
The twins got a nat 1. They're only a 4 on initiative. But they failed. Shade succeeded. D100
For your madness.
22.
Yes.
succeeds.
Yay.
What Gall get?
It's nice to have a character that isn't driven by fetish.
He also
madness.
used his brain brooch to get to a dirty 20.
Success. So if you succeed on it, you're immune to it for the next 8 hours.
What does menu item 54?
Menu item.
Menu item 54, you say?
Yes. For madness.
You begin babbling and are incapable of normal speech or spell casting for the next D10 minutes.
Oh no.
Oh, that is funny, but also sucks.
Does Moonchild also have to roll?
Just 2 minutes.
She's a creature.
That's not terrible.
Not yet.
It's not great. but
Is
it's not
my
terrible.
fear combat fear, so I can't go close to people, or is that not?
One second. The twins begin incoherently screaming and laughing and are incapacitated for the next.
Is one screaming
8
and
minutes.
one laughing?
Can I, like.
It's theatrical that way.
Yeah.
They do the theater masks. One's screaming, one's laughing.
Yeah.
Right.
Laughing. Theater masks. One.
Scream laughing.
And then can I, for the first 2 minutes, just be telling jokes, but in gibberish to them too?
Yeah, you could be over there going.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Moonchild fade.
Okay.
Oh no.
27.
If a dog could laugh, they're doing the same thing as the twins.
I mean, there's a part of me that goes.
It's like the yipping hyena.
typically- I'm sorry, we already saw a dog laughing.
Oh, that was mean.
I couldn't
No,
resist. I'm
she's
sorry.
babbling and Inca's speech.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Shades first. Is she gonna do anything?
Shade is going to.
Right, I thought that
What the hell's
was
going
layer.
on?
Is that, they don't have. Is that
No,
Layer
no,
actions
that was
that
the
we're gonna
layer
roll.
action.
Okay, just double checking.
That was a layer action. Shade is going to. Shade doesn't know what to do. Shade's like, it's always chaos with you.
I mean, yeah.
She's gonna roll an insight to see if she can understand what the fuck is happening. You guys have told her about the idol before, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Did.
I mean, she was there with us at the monk
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right, yeah.
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, she understands. Okay, so with the 7 and with the 22 insight, she's gonna grok what's going on. She's gonna attempt to attack the idol. Are you trying to protect it?
At this point, my thoughts,
Would you protect it from shade?
no, because at this point, I don't know I don't know the effect that it's having, so I don't even realize it's the idol that's doing it.
That's true because you're not affected.
And she
Shade's-
acts before me, so
It's just in your hand, and she just comes like at you with a big swipe, and you don't know if she's attacking you or the thing.
Well, it sounded like it detached from his
It
hand.
detached from. It's like no longer
part of
Okay, but
me.
he's
still a
holding
part of it, but he's still holding it.
No, I'm not gonna. Well, first she's much quicker than I am, so
Sure. Yeah.
And he kind of trusts her. So
yeah, only kind of.
Okay, she's
joking.
gonna try to
Sister.
attack the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. I,
Oh man. She misses with her first attack. Hits with the second one. I have to roll for her scythe thing first.
does it eat the magic out of this
That's
thing?
what it's attempting to do. That was its save. So it saves from the magic, so she can't do any damage to it. So she just chings into it, and you see the magic scythe like open up in the mouth and just try attempt to gnaw on it, and it's like a dog gnawing on a rock.
Dumb dog. Does it knock it out of my hand though?
Yes, it will knock it out of your hand. She's like, "This is insane!" And that's her end of her turn.
So, question: with this affecting my mind, would you consider this putting me into a feral, even though I'm not starving?
I think feral for the in the sense that
I'm a vampire. Like,
you want to devour this thing,
yes.
and this is like
That's what I mean.
If you were starving,
Does it
and
kick
this
in
was
that
blood,
same hunger?
Yeah, it's like the same type of type of feeling that you probably.
Okay, I'm gonna try and bite it.
It's a compulsion.
You're gonna try and bite it, or you're gonna try to swallow.
Swallow, like shove it in my mouth.
Okay, you unhinge your jaw.
Yeah, like I'm feeding and it's
undead
going.
style, and
going
you
in my
attempt to
mouth.
swallow it. You're gonna roll just a Constitution save to see if it doesn't choke you to death.
Well, it
Do you,
can't.
do you want me to roll
Second
like my
death.
bite
Right,
attack?
because he doesn't breathe.
It can still get stuck.
No, because if it's on the floor. It's not in your hands right
Right.
now. This is free object use. No one's defending it right now. You can just pick it up if you're near it, so that shouldn't be a problem.
I have-
It's more of just like, how fast can you get this thing down your gullet?
Okay.
So
Con save?
save to see if you just gag reflex on it, because you're deep throating the
15.
the fetish.
I guess now you have to figure out what the DC for a deep throat is. Are you trained in this? Sorry, I couldn't resist.
It's okay.
I have
That was pretty
expertise.
I have expertise in deep throating.
I don't think I've ever shoved anything down my throat.
Rogue in the sheets.
I was laughing at what he said.
Expertise.
It wasn't an unfair question, but I don't think I've ever tried to shove anything into my mouth before.
Other than food
Yeah,
and corpses.
and blood and liquids,
Yeah, I mean, so quite a lot actually.
but nothing as solid as a statue.
You've never swallowed
Nothing
a
as girthy
stone
as this
before?
thing?
I mean,
A penny when you're,
I had to
younger.
think about it though, because
Because
What'd you get?
15.
you're really
15.
telling me
I mean,
none of your
that's
brothers
pretty
made you
good.
eat some
I don't think
rubies
you, I
and
don't think
garnets?
you choke on this thing.
So
I think you swallow this thing
Yeah.
in one gulp. So,
snatch it.
I will yell,
shove it in
Zemdak,
my
come
mouth,
here.
and then I'm gonna hop in whir.
Okay. He swallows the idol and hops into whir.
And I run back around behind Argus.
Okay.
Sort of like put him between
You're
them.
terrified of everybody except for
Besides him.
Zemdak and
'Cause I have the idol.
twins and Moonchild.
So yeah, I use him like to.
And
I put
Trishani.
Argus between everyone else and me.
Yep. All right, that's your turn. Who's next?
That would be
Unless I can bonus action swallow.
Gaul or Log, whichever one you want to have go first, since they're on the same. Who would go first, Gaul or Log?
Log.
You know what's happening.
I know, but
Yeah, he's gonna word of recall out of here. I know that's.
You know I'm dimension dooring out of here.
I know I can't do anything.
I don't have a word of recall set.
Is War's a creature? Right?
Yes.
No,
You have that
can't-
flame
you can't.
teleportation, that flame totem thing.
Well, except for Forbidden.
Oh,
That can
yeah, that
be-
can't go in. You can go
Yeah.
out.
I mean, he's a construct, but I think he counts for
But
creature.
War counts as a creature rather than an object.
Yes, where is a creature?
How tall are the ceilings?
They're about 15 feet tall. Oh, I'm sorry. These are vaulted. These are about like 25 feet tall.
I'm gonna telekinesis and slam him into the ceiling and try and eject.
Oh,
Knock me out of him.
Yeah.
Counterspell.
oh! It just happens.
Well, no, because I'm casting at 5th level.
Right. What level are you casting your counterspell?
Third.
Third. Okay.
you gotta
So that doesn't just happen.
I have to roll, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank
11. Plus, what is it?
So
What's your
it's-
spellcasting
the DC
modifier?
is 10 plus the spell's level.
And then it's my spellcasting
You
modifier?
add your wisdom modifier to the
So 16.
So was it a
counters
6th
spells.
level spell?
5th level.
5th level.
5th level.
So it successfully counters the spell.
Yep.
So then Gaul will telekinesis
Okay.
and do the exact same thing.
Okay. That just happens then.
Yeah.
Well, no,
I get a strength check.
Yeah,
save?
the creature gets a strength check.
Okay.
So War's strength check.
Strength saving throw.
Ability check.
Okay.
Where's strength is based on mine? No.
No, it's not.
Okay. Natural 1. +2 for a 3, so fail.
So you pick him up and slam him up against the. So that which would take. What is it? Is it telekinesis have a damage?
No, there is no damage. I'm also getting him away from Argus.
All right. So he's just going to do reverse fall damage, which is so 15 feet. So 3d6 fall damage. You can roll it.
Do I roll it or does he roll it?
You can roll it. Sorry.
Somebody roll.
Both of you roll, whichever one's higher.
3d6?
Because it's your spell, so you roll.
Not good. 6.
6 points of
Weird way
damage.
to do a Heimlich.
And then, do you want Zemdak to fall out?
You have to, just like how things get regurgitated when they get swallowed, you have to meet a certain damage threshold for then it have to roll a con
It'll
save
be
for
like
you
him
to-
jostling around enough
Yeah.
to let go,
Uh-huh.
essentially.
and it has to be to you, not to Whir. So Whir has to be destroyed for you to get out if you don't want to get out. And then it has to hit you.
Okay.
So we made this very difficult for everybody involved. Good job. You did exactly what you're supposed to do.
My main motivation was swallow it.
Yep.
So,
Swallow it and protect it.
yeah.
And Moochow can't do anything because she's.
She's laughing incoherently.
Yeah.
She's incapacitato for. Did you roll a d10 for how many minutes
No.
that she's incapacitated?
For her, no. 6.
6 minutes. Okay, so this is gonna last a while. So
Yep.
everybody's pretty much. It's like 8 minutes, 8 minutes, 6 minutes. So everybody's in this for a while. You're
2
doing this
minutes.
for 2 minutes. Okay. That's still 20 rounds.
Oh, I know.
So who's next then?
It would be Trisheni, but
Did Shani?
laughed.
You can move. You could move, and you could dance. Those are things you
Yeah,
can
it doesn't say that you.
do. Those don't involve talking.
Yeah, it doesn't say that you're incapacitated. You can still take actions. You just can't. You blabber incoherently, and you can't do any spell casting.
I'm the scat man. And I just start dancing.
Does she realize that what she says is non-coherent?
I think it's like word aphasia. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so I think I'm speaking perfectly fine.
But your anti or not this
And the
counter
twins in
spell
moonshine.
didn't go off.
No, yeah, because I
The twins in Moonchild are laughing at you. So.
yeah, I'm telling a really good joke.
You have to kill them.
No, that wasn't part of the deal.
So then Thras is up.
But yeah, so I'm dancing. And for the record, I would have cast immediately, as I always do, mage armor and good berry.
As soon as you get up.
Yeah.
This happens as you wake up. And
Can
you
I-
can't cast spells anymore.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get those spots?
You can do it after we resolve whatever this is.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Thras?
Thraz is going to. Oh, actually, I can't do that one yet. Oh God, what am I gonna do? Fuck, I have no idea what I'm doing right now.
Does Thras know about idols?
Thraz has no idea what the fuck is going on.
Because you also weren't affected.
Yeah, Thraz has no idea what's
So
going on.
half of the group
He's-
just went insane.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty
And
much.
Shade just attacks this fetish and says, "This is insane."
And Zemdak swallows
Everybody
it.
goes insane.
Thraz walks up to Trisheni and tries to shake her out of whatever's going on.
Just
Like, tries to shake every night. He goes, all right. Tries to slap some sense into
Put
her.
yourself together.
Yeah, literally.
Perfect. Who's next?
Meckle.
Megan, what are you doing, boy?
So everybody's starting to go a little crazy.
Argus is on deck.
Yeah.
And you're 25 feet in the air?
Meckel's just gonna be like, he doesn't know what to do. He looks at Argus.
And Argus is terrified of him.
I'll
Have you ever seen a terrified god before?
yes. But I will go over to stand next to him
Okay.
and what the hell's going on? And that's all I'll do.
How do you respond?
It's your turn.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you run.
No, because I can't reach up there. I'm going to wall of fire around all of us. That are the people I'm not scared of.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because you can't get closer to an object of who of your fear, and they're all over the place. So it's really hard to like move at all.
I'm right next to you.
Yeah, I'm lighting you on fire.
He understands what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just okay.
Yeah, I mean, in that way, you're trying to separate the two groups.
It's like this amoeba ring of fire.
Sure. Trying to get as many of these people as possible.
Right.
The
The people
sources
that
of
I
your fear.
yeah.
All right, so
So like separate the people that I'm scared of from any of the people I'm not.
I don't like you.
yeah,
That's Matt,
I mean, we
not
can do
Michael.
that.
Well,
I'll say that inevitably there's going to be two of you. You and Meckel are going to end up being on one side with Zemdak up in the air, 25 feet up in the air.
yeah.
And I think Log and Gall are going to end up being on the other side of the wall of fire. Because
Well, they're not.
they were in their own spots.
They're still scared. I'm still scared of them.
Yeah, he's scared of everybody else. Unless they failed.
Besides the twins,
You're
Trishini.
not scared of the people that fail. Oh, yeah, so the twins, Moonchild,
And Trisheni.
and Trisheni will be on the other side.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that everyone else is,
Everyone else is getting hit by this weird snake of wall
and
of fire.
they can't see through it too.
Right. So everybody who is
I will
succeeding-
line it all on top of them too.
Yeah, I assume that's so. They have to roll a dex save right now,
Yep.
or at the top of their turn.
Right now.
When the wall appears.
So everyone who succeeded on their madness roll. On their whiz save.
I hope your DC is low.
It's
He's a god.
17.
Okay, so
Fuck you.
I mean, that includes Shade. What would she do?
Yeah.
What would Shade do?
burn, be burned.
At least I made my save for the tantrum. That really would
She
have been.
counterspelled at 3rd level, and it's what level is it?
4th.
She got a nat 1 for her counterspell check.
So it happens. She's got to save.
Yeah.
Yep. She got another nat 1.
Ooh!
That dice needs to go to jail.
Directly to jail.
It's the story die.
Yeah, it is. I'm sad to put this away.
2 in a row.
For just
That's
for
like
today.
the 5th nat 1 I rolled today.
And that's 30 fire damage for anyone who failed.
30 fire damage.
Jesus.
15 if we save.
I'm immune to damage from my god.
Since
If you believe hard enough, you might be.
I don't feel the burn. I don't feel the. It doesn't work.
Oh.
It's like denying you have syphilis or something.
Well,
You lack.
Thras has a reason to stab both of you. Stab at least him right now.
You lack faith.
Pinky.
Yeah. This is
Okay.
just a trial.
My God is testing me.
Who's next?
Twins.
Twins. They're incapacitated.
I was not.
Oh,
Oh, he wasn't
you still
done.
have thing-
Argus has
thing to
more.
do?
I'm going to talk to my shield about Shade and use my Targe of Heroic Tales,
Whoa.
Okay.
which I've never used before.
I don't even remember what that does.
You
nice.
you do a performance check, I
Uh-huh.
think it is.
Yeah.
And if you tell a really good story about, and I think you get advantage on it because you fought them before.
Is it? I think the DC is just lower. Yeah,
Okay. And if you tell a really good tale, then
I
he gets
think.
+2 an AC while he's fighting it.
Yeah.
That one.
Jeez.
I think there's something weird that happens.
doesn't it like not?
Oh, 3 failed attempts. Okay.
Oh, okay.
3 failed attempts, it gets wiped.
Yep.
So, write down that you failed. I'm just helping.
Shade.
So now
All I
Shade
ever tried to do.
Well, yeah. Skip the twins. Shade's turn.
gets Twins Shade's turn.
Unless Argus was gonna move.
No, I'm trying to get up to you.
Yep.
So, yeah.
She's gonna use 2 sorcery points to quicken a spell and cast Dispel Magic as
Counterspell.
Wait, you have to be able to see her, don't you?
I don't.
he's got eyes of the goblins. So she goes to dispel the thing. and
Upcast.
It doesn't. Upcast is what?
I'm using motivator die to upcast her spell.
Oh, so from a 3rd level spell to a 4th level spell, so you have to roll 11.
And that's plus. Yeah. I rolled a 9 plus 5.
Plus your wisdom,
Yep.
so it
14.
successfully counters the dispel magic. All right, so she quickened the spell, and she's gonna use her Mage Eater to. She was gonna do something else, but she's now has to attack you with it. Damn. Okay. Should I roll that one anymore? No. Okay. Nat 1.
This
Dude.
is gluttonous.
I don't. That's my 3rd nat 1 in a row.
It's not the story die.
It's not even the same die.
The probability is
So
crazy.
who does she hit? She hits Meckel because he's standing right next to you. Meckel, you take. This is chaos.
Yep.
Chaos. You take 19 points of slash. I'm sorry, +5. You take 24 points of slashing damage. And you need to roll a
Oh,
Intelligence saving throw.
was Shade within 10 feet of my flame when she ended her turn?
She hasn't ended her turn yet.
She
yeah.
hasn't entered her turn.
What type of save was it?
Intelligence.
I don't think a 2 is going to help.
No, that's not going to work. So you're going to lose a total of 5 spell slots. So a total of up to. So like you could either get rid of 5 first levels, 2 second levels in a first level, a third level in a second level, but those
5.
spell slots are eaten. Like a total of 5. So 1 fifth level, a fourth and a first. You get the idea.
Lucky son of a bitch.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
That was her first attack.
This is
You're gonna
not-
do a second attack.
I don't like this.
Finally, she hits you. Okay.
Oh yeah, the twins are on deck, by the way.
No,
Twins are-
we skipped the twins
Oh,
because they're incapacitated.
That's right.
So we're back to the top.
Yep. No, I remember.
Actually, sorry, it would have been lair
Lair
action.
action.
it would have been the lair action before.
After
any of this
after
happened.
Shade is done.
Yeah, we'll do that after shade. but-
Sure. 18 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
and
So anything that's going on is going on inside of Whir.
you lose 4 spell slots. Oh, I'm sorry, you have to roll the intelligence save. But if you do, you lose 4.
17.
17 just fails. So that's, you lose 4 spell slots.
Okay.
As the mage.
How much was it? 17 slashing?
18.
18?
And then her third attack,
19 if you ask again.
natural 3, so that's going to miss.
Then how many
Okay.
spell slots do you say?
What would the idol be doing?
Inside of you?
Yep, in my throat.
Inside of you.
Well, he can't technically see it.
It's not about seeing.
Yeah, I know, I'm
it's
just-
about,
It's about how fucked up these things actually are.
It's about a feel.
well, those of you who saved are already immune to it, and those of you who haven't are already under its effect, so. And there are no new people for it to thing, so it just persists.
Did Shade end her turn within 10 feet of the flame side?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
How
She
much-
takes more.
She wouldn't.
Did she roll a dex save?
She wouldn't like hop through it to get on the
You don't have to attack them.
non-flame side.
No, it doesn't
She
say
would
dex save. It
provoke
just
from
says
you. No, because
take.
you already used your reaction. So yeah, she'll just lead backwards because she knows that you used your reaction to do your counter spell. So you won't be able to take an attack on
Okay.
Those are really
And
good
there's no
rolls,
dex.
though.
There's no dex saving throw on it once the wall's up. It's just when it appears.
Okay, so she just
Okay.
takes the damage if she ends her
If
turn.
you end your turn in it.
Within 10 feet. So how big is this?
She leaps back like 20 feet. She's
Well, or
fast.
she could gun through it too.
She can get on
She's
our
got
side.
a 60-foot speed.
Did she go on our side or did she go backwards?
If she goes through it, she takes the damage, but she's
She gets
safe
like,
then.
So the room is basically split into 2 now
Yeah.
for all intents and purposes. On one side, which is the door side, is you. Not really Meckel because he's on the line.
Thanks.
Zendak
You're the one who came over here.
I haven't moved.
were.
Okay, I did.
And that's about it. On the other side are the twins, Moonchild, and
Everybody, but those,
And-
but us two.
who else is maddened?
Trishani.
Any?
And Trishen. Yeah,
Trishani twins, Moonchild.
they're on the mirror side.
Yep.
Make sense? Cool. All right. Who's next then?
Me.
Deck.
So if it's not doing anything,
It's not. It just persists because there's no new people for it to infect.
shoving it down my throat.
Yeah, I mean you swallowed it.
Log is on deck.
You have your turn otherwise. if you
Oh,
don't do anything
like
else.
I've fully
you swallowed it on the first turn.
ingested it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not digest.
Ingested.
Ingested.
Zemdak, get down here.
Can I try to break the telekinesis? There's nothing.
No, because it's on my turn. I get to re.
I can't like force my way out of it.
You have to
Like
see.
break the grapple kind of
You
thing.
have to see.
I don't. It doesn't say anything about the re-exertion. Just initially cast it. I have to see.
Yes, he would still
Until
be
the
up
end
for
of
this.
his next turn, you are restrained.
Okay.
No,
On
words.
subsequent rounds, I can use an action to attempt to maintain the common grip on the creature by running a contest. So
Yeah.
so just to cast it, I have to see it. But it
Then I
doesn't
can
say
hop out of
whatever.
whir.
Yeah, you can hop out of whir.
And fall.
Yeah.
You want to hop out of whir?
Yep.
Where do you want to go?
Argus said to come to him.
Down.
So yeah,
So you jump down?
I was right behind him,
Yeah.
and I got shunted straight up.
Yeah,
so
so
I'm
you
just
just
trying to
jump straight
fall.
down, yeah.
As he jumps, because this is some bullshit and I don't want anything new happening, Thraz grabs him with the chains. Partially because he thinks he's going to fall and hurt
Because you can
himself.
do that as a reaction.
Yes,
right?
I can.
Okay. What's the save?
It's a strength, I believe. Let me just double check.
The chains of space and time.
The quantum tendrils.
Quantum 10.
Are you trying to like force me back into whir?
It just keeps you in place.
Yeah.
Strength saving throw.
On me.
Yep.
Correct. Natural 20. For a 20.
Okay. Well, you get out of it, but I will take that motivator die for that.
Yep.
For exchange. And
I-
then he falls.
My tiny little body
does
just
fall.
slips right through.
He falls. Do you want to, because you're a rogue, do you
Yeah.
want to roll an acrobatics check?
Yep.
Okay.
It's only an 11.
Okay, so you're still going to take the damage.
Yep.
It's 12 points of falling, bludgeoning damage.
And I'm just gonna like crouch down behind Argus.
Okay.
Take
next?
the
Log.
dodge action.
So since Argus put the fire, you said on us, still cannot see through it, or can see through it.
Cannot see.
You cannot see through.
But if I were to step past it,
Then
I take damage.
you take damage if you end your turn in it.
No, if you go through it, you take damage too.
Or is it 5 feet within?
It's 10 feet within.
On inside or either side of it.
On the flame side.
Right, I'm trying to step. I'm
If you
trying
go
to get
through it,
trying to
yeah.
get to where I'm not on the flame side.
Yeah, if you get all the way through it, you no longer take damage.
Right, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
So that I can also see Argus.
Yeah, because you put the flame side on you, so you have to pass through it in order to get to
Yeah,
the non-flame
which will take
side,
damage.
So which will take damage, but then you'll no longer be ending your turn within those 10 feet of the flame side.
That's what Log's gonna do.
Okay, so you roll the damage.
I'll roll it again because it'd be nice because that was a really nice roll that I did last time.
That really was nice.
That was like 3 8s in there.
Well,
25.
And then he's already used his reaction, so Log is going to cast Babel.
Okay, on Argus.
Actually, I think it's in the whole area.
So we have madness. Now we have insanity.
So yeah, so I'm gonna put it so that in such a way that I'm not in it, but that both Argus and Zemdak are in it. 30
Okay.
foot 30-foot sphere.
Okay, you're gonna get Mekkel, Trisheni.
Who's already babbling?
Yeah.
but I'm not. Other than maybe hot.
So now they can no longer explain what's going on with him either.
Yeah. Well, she couldn't.
But they also
before.
can't cast spells.
And Shade. You're gonna get Shade too.
For how long?
She doesn't need spells. For 1 hour.
Is there a save?
So is that concentration?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is.
What's the save?
Intelligence save.
Oh, thank God.
16.
That's what you need.
I got an 18 on the dice.
26?
Okay.
Yeah, you saved.
You're already babbling.
Okay.
But
This is
only
your-
2 minutes instead of an hour.
Yeah.
That's concentration, so you drop telekinesis.
Who's saved?
Well, no, but that was Gaul who did telekinesis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Different character.
So now it's Gaul's turn.
Yep.
He's going to do the exact same fucking thing.
So telekinesis will drop.
Yeah.
Yes, but I don't. But now it's just on.
But that means that
But Word now takes whatever damage from fall.
where would take from the fall.
Right.
Takes 20 fire damage.
28.
Got
Word takes 8 points of damage.
You said it's wisdom or int?
Intelligence.
Can it be wisdom?
Nope.
I got an 8.
10. Not 1.
25.
All right, so it was basically just friendly fire then.
Yep.
Well,
Oh no.
I
This is
saved both
terrible.
times.
Okay, I guess that's the end of your turn then.
Because Moonchild still is.
Incapacitated. Yep.
Trishani.
Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. That's it.
Yep.
Yep.
Threz.
Threz is up. Okay, so Threz will go running through the wall of fire.
Okay. So you take damage.
After, he's going to exert himself first, though.
I mean, he was already in the flame wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he has to go through the fire side in order to.
25.
25.
It's like my average.
Okay. So,
Oh, this sucks.
and he's going to go run up to Argus and slice at him with his scimitar version of Glory's Appetite.
Okay, you got it.
Because he's pissed at you now. Since, you fucking lit him on fire.
Yep.
Oh, that is a 24.
That hits.
What's the save he needs to roll? Con save?
Yeah, it's a Constitution saving throw. Or become poisoned.
20.
20.
What the hell? Why can't you do this when we're fighting not
This is what
ourselves?
happened when I got possessed by a ghost too. I don't want to admit.
That is true. This is exactly what happened
His
with
fate
that.
is just to be the villain.
That's
I
when
can
he
see
rolls
that.
How are the voices in my head doing?
Oh, are you kidding me? I rolled a 1 on my d6, so you take 8 points of slashing damage.
Because Vlad's up there.
He's laughing too.
Evil Cole's up there. Anculine's up there.
But you know what? I'm gonna do this, and since I have the slasher feat, and I'm gonna reduce your speed by 10 feet for a round till the start of my next turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Meckle.
Am I incapacitated?
You're just in the fire.
Can't speak.
No, I'm
Oh.
with.
You can't make spells,
Not anything that requires a
Vocal
verbal.
component.
which is almost every single spell.
Almost.
I
Well,
use that word.
verbal would be for me.
Yeah.
I don't have any spells that. Is no gods, no kings?
That's just a channel divinity.
No gods, no kings.
Please.
That'll work on you.
So, but doesn't he have to like exert it, and can he exert that?
Exert what?
For it to affect, because what he did last time, because he did this to you last time, and in order for him to do it to him, he had to do it to himself because he was the god that you got your power from.
Right.
I'm not sure if it works the other way around because you're the god and he's making you
It just says
because
divine.
you have faith in yourself, right?
Right.
So it's not.
But he's still getting
Did
power
you? Did
from
you?
the
So,
divine
so
source.
I remember when you had to exert it and you had to do it to yourself. Who was that against?
The Morhirai to take out her spirit warriors.
Yeah, because there's nothing in here about exerting myself.
That's because
Right. That was because that wasn't based on her faith. That was based on something else.
That was
and you
on
wanted to use a
primeval.
spell that not
Right.
really how it was.
So
used.
yeah. So
it
technically
just
it
works.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
That
that
wasn't-
drop the fire?
Yeah. It does drop the fire.
Does it?
Mm,
If
I
you're
have to
casting it as divine.
roll a check, right?
No, it just
Yeah.
works.
I do. Because I do. What is that again?
All right,
Double
you got
check
the.
is-
Read out "No Gods, No Kings" for me.
No, he's right. It requires a check.
As an action, you announce the rule of deities and kings, creating an area of non-interference that remains centered on you and affects all but your own spells and abilities. Until the end of your next turn, abilities, spells, and items within the sphere that gain their power from a divine source are temporarily suspended, but remain their normal function once they are no longer within the range. Divine spells cannot penetrate nor be cast within the sphere. Additionally, all divine casters within 30 feet of you that you are concentrating on a spell within the sphere appear must succeed on a Constitution saving throw against the spell save DC.
So you need to do a con save,
Yep.
or you lose concentration on.
Which is
And
a
gets
16.
a level of exhaustion.
No, that's just for the exhaustion. I got a 16 on my con save.
All right. Well, that beats my DC of 15. But if
So
I
it doesn't
exert
lose
myself,
concentration, but it does suspend the wall of fire within 30 feet of you,
Yes.
which is most of the wall of fire, if not all of it.
Oh, of him.
Did you do
me.
it in a circle or just as a long thing?
It's a sphere centered on him.
no. He meant the wall
Yeah.
of fire.
Oh, it was like a weird line.
Yeah.
Alright.
It was to carve out
It
people.
was a quangle.
Okay.
Does it affect the
Idols. That was my other
Effect.
question.
You're within 30 feet.
Yeah.
It would. What I'll say is that will suspend.
Is that idol divine?
That
It was created by him, and
Right.
he believes it is. So it's right now it's gaining its power from his belief and your belief. in it.
I didn't think it was divine. I just thought it was
Right, but your powers
Your-
come from the divine.
Well,
my cleric.
That's the
No,
bardic
my
power.
bard won't.
Yeah. This is
Because
bardic power.
it's a bardic power that I use to create.
Interesting.
It's
Okay.
also your own creation.
Right.
Yeah.
Your things aren't affected by no gods, no kings.
oh, that's true.
Your
So
own,
it wouldn't matter.
Because like my magical items
Right.
are still.
So
Right,
it would
it's
depend
something
on
you
how.
created.
yeah.
So all abilities except for your own. So
Yep.
yeah, it won't be affected.
Okay.
unless it's now considered its own thing because it's taken on a mind
So
of
glad
its
I
own.
put that into that spell.
I'm not.
If it's taken on a mind of its own,
Then it might be something different.
then it might be affected.
yes.
But
Right
the
now.
wall of fire is gone.
The wall of fire is suspended. Meaning
Suspended.
if you move away from the wall of fire, it will reassert itself.
As you move, the flame will go in
back.
Yeah.
So. Then,
If I failed, I would have lost concentration.
yeah. So that's an ability.
Did you
So
roll
s-
concentration checks for when shade hit you?
No. I forgot.
Twice.
She hit me twice.
No, once.
Oh, she only hit him once?
One was a natural one.
Yeah.
The other one was a 3 on the
She
die.
rolled 3 attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, only
One was the nat 1.
Yeah.
The other one was a nat 3.
Oh, 3. Yeah, you're right.
And missed.
I rolled a 5. So that's
Okay,
an 8.
so the wall drops anyway.
Oh, well, then I wouldn't have done that.
So then don't do that. Do something
Okay.
else.
I won't do that.
All that.
Was that before or after?
Why?
I walked through there?
You still cast no god, no cakes, though, right?
When
Or-
did I
No,
walk through
I
the
wouldn't
Not
have.
at all.
Because I was
First-
doing it
first turn was
specifically
after
for
yours,
the.
'cause that was,
So
your,
it
that was your
because-
first
It
turn.
wouldn't have affected
Because
you.
it's a bigger
Or
deal if
you.
Because that was your first turn.
The
Yeah.
fire damage
Thank you. Just wanted to double check.
Loggingall's first
Shade
turn
hit
was
him.
to walk through the flame
Right.
of fire.
dropped his concentration on the wall of fire.
Cool. I get to have.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have been damaged by the fire then.
Was Loggingall's first turn to walk out of the flame of fire?
No,
No.
Shade was before them.
So
Yeah,
Shade
you
was
would've
before
been
them. So
The wall of fire would have dropped.
we can't rewind
Yeah.
that much. So just don't take the damage, but still do what it is that you did.
Which
He would've done
my
it
stuff
anyway.
failed. My stuff failed.
So it doesn't matter.
But I would have not taken the fire damage.
Yeah.
So
would've taken
get the
fire.
25 back.
One was 25. One was 20.
Gotta remember to roll those con checks.
I don't concentrate on spells much.
He really doesn't. Although, as of right now, I feel like your shirt
banishment.
is very accurate for what you might do to us.
Fireball doesn't require concentration.
No, it doesn't.
Most of his fire spells
So
don't
let
require
Meckle take
concentration.
Oh, okay.
Wall of
So
flame does.
the walls are
That's because
down.
it's
Yeah.
opaque. So
You're hiding behind Meckel.
Yep.
Or
Argus.
Argus.
Yep. Argus.
Argus.
Yep.
I'm not sure why you cast that.
He was trying to make it so they couldn't cast any more spells. It just didn't work.
I mean, but I saw him eat the idol, so I'm going to cast blindness, deafness.
sudden doubt.
So yes, roll for it.
That doesn't matter. It's not a divine spell.
It comes
Yes,
from
it
his
is.
bard stuff.
It comes from my bard stuff.
Still
Bard
is.
stuff.
So what's my save?
Grab this spell.
Right, it's a save.
I think so.
Yeah.
Is it both or is it one or the other?
It's on my bard level.
He gets to choose one.
Yeah,
It's con though.
I'm either blind.
Yes, it
or
is con.
It's just also a cleric spell.
Yes, but it's
But he's using his bard.
He gets this. Yeah. It's a
He's
dirty
using a
20.
spell from his bardic spell list.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
like
good
that.
at con. So.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, it fails. I'm going to step away from Argus and the two of them, but oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna step away from
How far?
enough to provoke, because
Okay.
He's
You're
already
gonna
used
take a
his-
reaction.
No,
He already used
I had
it.
a counter spell, didn't I?
On Shade.
On Shade.
Yep.
all right. So yeah, I'll get about.
So you couldn't have sudden doubted anyway.
It's a reaction too, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yes, you can back off.
Okay,
back
I'm
off.
gonna back off. Like, what the hell is going on?
Your turn.
That's
My turn?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna grab my little buddy here and dimension door 600 feet up.
Let's hope you're not too deep.
Puts you at the first floor of the ziggurat. Just roll a luck check for me to make sure that you don't shunt into something solid.
Counterspell.
You can't talk.
Yes, I can, because it's just a somatic component.
Oh,
Is it?
and she can see you.
Wait a
It
second.
is.
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, because it's a
Wait,
reaction.
but you're not babbling. You're
I am both babbling, but it only takes somatic.
yeah, it's a somatic spell.
That's it.
right. But
me
does
double
that
check
other
something.
condition stop her from?
I know
making
he's checking
some-
out the
Check it
madness
out.
thing.
Oh, okay.
The character begins babbling and is incapable of normal speech or spell casting. Doesn't say
Verbal.
it requires
Bullshit.
a verbal component.
10 was my luck check.
I'll take it. All right, never mind the counterspell.
Yeah.
As
I
I,
would've
good
had to
try,
cast
though.
blindness
as I see
damage.
him
Yeah,
try to
that's what
dimension
you
door,
react.
I'm going to try and restrain him on a reaction. I know it probably won't do much, but I'm still going to
Your stuff restrains people from teleporting, so you can do that. Yeah.
yeah, try and grab you.
Because that's what your quantum tendrils do. So,
Dimension door technically just opens a
portal.
gate, correct?
right, his ability allows him to grab people before they teleport.
Okay.
So what is it?
Say strength saving throw.
16.
16.
I think it just saves, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's right at it. Dude, 16 is the...
How come you roll good when you're fighting
Who ran away?
Bye, guys!
Who ran away with Zemdek last time?
Golf.
That,
Bye, guys.
Not a single that one.
Does
yes.
Shade have any counter?
And the only lower than 10 I rolled was on my concentration.
She had her turn, so she can counterspell.
Yeah.
She'll counterspell. What she have to beat is a 4th level spell,
Yeah.
so she has to beat an 11.
upcast.
It just happens.
Okay.
If he upcasts her counterspell, it just happens. So the dimension door is counterspell.
I mean,
Almost casted at 6th level.
question.
She's like, stay here. We're gonna sort this out.
if you're in No Gods, No Kings, could you
I'm
even
not.
cast?
I could.
Okay.
If I was in my own No Gods, No.
But you're in mine.
No, you didn't cast yours.
You did.
Yeah, he did.
No.
No,
Oh,
no, he
I
didn't.
didn't.
He didn't.
No, because of that. No, I
No,
didn't.
if he would have, that would have screwed a lot of things up.
Yeah.
But
he
I
didn't.
did not.
But it doesn't matter
Right,
anyways
something
because
reminded me.
Shade counterspelled it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Do you
will-
need to make any saves or any more rolls before your turn's over?
So
I
spent a lot of
will-
3rd level spells here.
This is not good.
Shade's out of 3rd level spell.
Yeah, this is a great way to start everything.
This is a stupid.
Nobody's
wake-up
concentrating
call.
on anything anymore.
I think we're all like fighting over like.
I will move my all of like 15 feet away from Shade because I have 10 lower feet than my already 25 feet movement.
That's exactly why I did it to you.
But that's why I was like, okay, my spell doesn't require me to move.
Yeah.
You're sleepy. It's okay.
Because I know
So,
Zemdak can move.
Whose turn is it then?
It is
Lair action. If the
twins, lair action, then shade.
Lair action doesn't happen unless it has a new person to attack.
Okay. Yeah.
And everyone.
Then it's Shade's turn.
Shade, Zemdak's on deck.
Shade is going to. The best she can do is devour your spell slots to try to keep you here. Oh, actually, no, she's got. She's got Force Cage that she can do.
Does she have any charm magic?
She has Charm Person and she has Dominate Monster.
Do you feel like a monster?
Dominate
Monster
Monster
just
works
means
on
a
everybody.
creature.
Yeah, I know,
It's just
I
a
just-
creature.
Does she want to use Dominate Monster though? Oh my god, it's a high level spell.
Well, all of us did see Zemdak eat the statue, right?
No, you ate it inside the thing, didn't you?
Yeah. He
Yeah,
just
and
grabbed
burn.
it and ate
No,
it.
I ate it out of his hand.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Then-
Like I
That's
picked
her-
it up out of his hand.
That's her
and shot
only 8th level.
You didn't really pick it
spell
up. You
slot.
more like unhinged your jaw and like.
I don't think she's gonna do Dominate Monster. That's her
Bit it
only
out of your
8th level
hands.
spell slot.
Hi.
Isn't she babbling?
No.
No, that's the
Okay.
twins.
No, but I thought didn't she fail at his
Yeah,
babbling?
Force Cage is a 7th level.
Well,
She's got 2 of those.
I
Knuckle,
failed.
Knuckle failed.
Okay.
She had jumped back after
Right.
attacking you. She was out of his range.
Because then I think Crescendi failed that one.
Yeah, she's gonna Force Cage you.
Counterspell.
You gotta roll for it.
I am.
Oh, I don't think I.
Natural 20.
Now we can do this.
Do I get a
Argus
save?
is supposed to be a villain.
Do I get a save for the babble at the end of my turn?
If you want to know, Argus isn't supposed to be a villain.
It's
Babble.
concentration on his part. So
Yeah.
when he gets hit, he has to roll a con save. That's
Yeah.
you have to hit the spell.
Fate,
cast.
Fate is telling us that Argus is supposed to be a villain.
I just realized I couldn't have.
He's
Cast
supposed to be
blindness
rolling
deafness.
against us.
But either babbles are not affecting any of the people. that you
Right, so
want.
it's
You're gonna
probably
drop
not
it on your
as
turn.
most likely.
As in,
Yeah.
if you can use your action to try and to make an intelligence saving throw with Babel. to get
Right.
out.
I just realized that I couldn't have cast,
Cast spell.
which didn't go off anyways. So.
Right. Well, no, God's No Kings isn't a spell.
Right, but blindness deafness is because I forgot.
Right. A lot of stuff we're messing up this.
Yeah, I
this
know.
combat.
You know what it is.
We're not used to fighting each other.
Yeah, that's
Not at least with these characters.
So
in person
who's
is
next,
another.
then?
It's always
That would be Zemdak.
It would have
after
been-
Shade.
She didn't go.
She
Oh, she
cast a
forced,
force
tried to
cage.
force cage.
Yeah, so Zemdak.
She doesn't have anything else.
That was her action. She's
I mean-
a mage.
She could do a bonus action
She could quicken a spell, but she already cast a leveled spell, so she can't do another one unless she uses.
She's already dancing.
She can get it close enough to get a reaction.
dancing.
She don't need.
She's
She's too cool to dance.
She didn't feel like dancing. Guys, I don't feel like dancing.
Are we human?
Oh, we dance.
Hopping back inside.
Where's up in the air?
No.
No, he crashed down
dropped
the
it.
ground.
Crash back down.
How much
I
damage did
can't
Bert take
dimension door
again
you had
when he
one.
fell?
It was 9.
No discussion. You're an evil NPC at the point.
I mean, if I'm inside Whir,
He can't.
he couldn't take both of us anyways.
Nope, because they're 2 creatures.
Okay.
He could take you, or
You
he
would
could
know
take
that.
Word.
Yeah.
Are you burning?
That would be hilarious for you to disappear with Word.
That would be so pointless to my whole point of like everything.
I don't necessarily want
Yeah,
to
but
run
you're
away,
scared.
though. I just want to protect this.
right.
Yeah, you're the one who's
I mean,
scared.
if running away means he wants to run away, because he's
But
afraid
you're
of
not
it.
communicating with each other.
yeah,
so.
they're not tied like
Like they
Gaul
were.
and Zemdak were.
I want to run away, but I can't run away without the idol,
Yeah.
which is you.
He's just gonna slice you open, and you're like a coin purse.
That's fine too. You could, if you want to slice him open to get it.
But he's my bag of holding.
How many things are you planning on stuffing into him?
No skin off my bag.
Might be some
We're
skin
not
off
talking about
his.
those stacks again.
Mr. Gordon
Whose
You're
turn
my
is
bag of
it?
holding. You're my bag of holding.
So what do you do?
I'm gonna cast kinetic jaunt on myself
Okay.
to make me even slipperier, and I'm gonna run 30 feet behind Argus,
Okay, so he could follow you if he
Yeah,
wants
yeah.
to.
How big is this room?
and I'm gonna.
Argus has a 25-foot speed, remember?
No, he's only got a 15-foot speed.
No, he had a 15-foot speed.
It's
Back to 25.
Oh, okay. So then, like 20 feet behind Argus, or
Okay.
against the wall, I'm guessing at this point, into a corner kind of thing. And I'm going to take the dodge action
Okay, you got it.
and try to digest this thing.
Whose turn is next?
Vampire stomach, go!
Log.
Are you gonna drop Babel?
And then Gaul.
Would Gaul, because they both did Babel, because they both failed.
Right. I think
Gaul's was the only one I think succeeded at anything.
I thought you got Meckel with logs.
Yeah, I'm babbling.
But I think that was just with Gaul's.
Oh yeah.
Either way, yeah, it is ended up being friendly fire for. Either way, it's going to get dropped.
I'm
so
fine
both,
with it.
So both will drop.
There's nothing actually good here. I know, Moonchild, I know. I'm sorry you're laughing.
Her sides are starting to hurt from how much she's like laughing.
Does she need, or does she have to go pee?
You know what? Fucking Log's gonna. Because you've already counterspelled again. Log's gonna fucking try Babel again.
Okay.
Now, what's the radius on that? Because I'm
So
Yeah.
10 feet away or
I
whatever.
think it's 20-foot or 30-foot sphere.
30. What'd you get?
13.
Then you failed.
Where are you putting it? Because it might hit me again.
It's probably gonna be the same. Or I'm
Why
trying to get it
move?
myself.
It's a 30-foot radius spear.
30-foot radius.
Oh,
sphere.
so,
So it's
no
60
matter
feet.
pretty much where I am.
I mean,
But I'm still trying to get it so it's just Argus and Zemdak.
Since we sort of run away.
Yeah, so you can put Argus on the edge of it and Zemdak on the other edge of it, and it won't hit anybody else.
Oh,
That's what I'm. That's what.
Yeah,
I'm
you can
tempting.
absolutely do that because
What is
because
it?
he
What kind of
moved away.
save?
Intelligence.
You know
rolled
that
a
I was going
19.
to fail.
Yeah, I was worried about him doing his shit.
whoa.
14.
Then you both are now babbling for the next 1
So
hour.
no spells.
Does that break concentration if I've already got one going? I just can't cast more. Right?
Yeah.
You just can't cast more. Right.
Cool.
Okay.
So
Is there no
then,
more spells at all, or is that
It's vocal.
yeah. So
That
I
or
mean, it's
vocal.
just anything. Yeah.
It's not like your madness, it's just vocal component.
Yeah. So it can no longer do vocal.
Block.
So it's
vocal.
what's the difference between it and silence?
Same thing.
But they also can no longer be understood. But spells with verbal components cannot be cast.
Okay.
But I could still, if I wanted to, I could still telepath with them.
Yeah, doesn't affect
Got it.
telepathic communication.
Okay, so then that was log.
Silence is all sound.
Yeah.
Right.
And so Gaul. Because Gaul should know that if I can do enough damage to Zemdak, he might puke this thing up.
You've done that to purple worms before.
How far away is Gaul from Zemdak?
I would say about 35 feet.
Then instead, he is going to dominate person.
Roll save.
That's
Charisma.
wisdom.
Wisdom.
Oh, I forgot to do that. Damn it. Clerics have 0 spells.
19
Hmm?
or 16. 19.
Then that'll save.
Yeah, I think clerics technically have 0 spells that are not vocal, but not
Yeah.
special.
Well, yeah, because you're praying
only
for
because
your
I had to
spells.
Go through mine because I can only do vocal. Or
Yeah, it's
all
because
the
you're
spells
performing
that
your
I vocal.
spells.
So that'll be Log and Gaul. Moonchild still doing her thing.
That would be a
Unless it has a
GM
vocal
fiat.
component.
I'm sorry, what?
So yeah, so that's yeah.
That's
So
it?
he saved. So not dominated.
Okay.
Law
who's
got
next?
Babel on us, but Gaul failed dominate.
Okay, who's
Do
next?
you say anything so that way Thraz knows what the hell is going on? Because he's about the only one who's
is
helping.
incapacitated, so Thras, you're up.
Don't let them leave.
She's incapacitated, so Thras
Thras
is
is
up.
up.
Yep. Well, Thraz is still exerting himself because he used some of his motivator die. And he is going to run up and, again, attack the dude who set him on fucking fire. So, yeah.
You weren't on fire yet.
You were in fire.
Yeah.
Inflammable.
There's a subtle difference.
Inflammable means both flammable and non-flammable. I hate that.
You know what the problem is?
What?
I now have one other thing I can do.
You forced his hand. He could only do one
You have
thing.
left me with no options.
So that would be a 23.
Valid.
That hits.
So then you're going to take 11 points of slashing damage. I'm going to lower your speed again. And you still need to make your Constitution saving throw, too.
What's the con for?
To turn his resistance into.
His immunity
12.
into resistance. Huh?
12.
That fails.
So are you immune to fire in this form as
Yes.
well? So your immunity to fire has now become a resistance to fire.
And my resistance to poison is no longer a resistance.
Correct. All of your immunities become resistances, all of your resistances disappear.
How long does that last?
As long as he's poisoned.
Yeah.
Was that did you roll that with advantage?
No.
You have to roll with advantage because he's resistant to poison.
Right.
Worse.
Okay.
That's what we like to see.
Do you know what I'm going to use, because I'm wearing my mask, I'm going to use my bonus action to knock you prone.
Is that a strength save or
Strength or dex, your choice.
strength? 20.
Yeah, you met. That one you pass. But I'm going to hit you again.
Okay.
That is even better than the 24.
Okay.
So yeah, that is a 27 to hit you. For that one. Yeah, you take another 11 points of slashing damage. Thraz is mad at you. So,
Okay.
Thraz has no idea what's going on. He just knows you lit him on fire.
Did not. You stepped into my flame wall.
No, I didn't. Because your flame wall was gone at that point. You literally put the flame wall through me.
Okay.
Who's next?
That would be Mekkel.
All right. Can I get within 5 feet of Zemdek? I shouldn't have any problem doing that.
Yeah, just.
Then I'm going to extend the Ichor hand again and grasp him. So it's an opposed strength check.
You're trying to grapple me.
Yeah, and I get advantage.
Can I oppose that with acrobatics?
No, it's a
Just athletics.
If the ability says something, and you can try to escape it
With acrobatics.
Right.
oh yeah, it says use your strength to resolve the grapple
So it's just strength.
or the hand strength. If you're medium or smaller, I have advantage.
Okay. I am small.
I'm small.
I got a 15.
It's just a strength check, correct?
Yeah,
Same thing.
Rollies. Do it again.
I get advantage again.
Yeah.
Yep. You're gonna win that one. That's only a 3.
Okay. So that's my action. And then normally I could damage him with the grasping hand as a bonus action. Instead, I want to try to put the Ichor into his body to
Sure.
reabsorb the idol.
Got it. You want to put it through his orifices.
Yes. Yes.
Got it.
I want to basically. I'm the Epicac or Epicac.
Ipecac.
Yeah, that I want to do that, but I want to try to reabsorb the
Yeah, you
idols.
want to like shove it down its throat, into his nostrils and his ears, and like reach down into his.
Yeah, because I know it's made of ichor, and last
Sure.
time I ate the ichor, so that's what I'm going to try to do.
Okay.
Sorry.
So rather than doing,
It normally does 2d6 plus whatever my modifier is. I don't know what modifier to give this.
okay, so here's what I'll say is that I'm gonna have the hand roll a strength check in contest with Zemdak's con check. All right.
Okay.
And then you can keep doing that as an action every turn until it succeeds.
Do-
If he beats you, it doesn't. You don't get to the idol yet.
Okay. The do I add anything to the strength?
Your strength bonus, the hand strength. bonus.
Okay.
And mine's just a con check.
Yeah, straight con check. His is straight strength. Yeah.
22.
I only got a 14, so
14. So not this time round, but you're in there. You got it's in him, so you can try again next time.
Yeah. And I know you don't breathe. I've seen you eat.
Who's next?
That would be Argus.
Argus is going one with the red and turning into a fire elemental because he has innate spellcasting that doesn't require vocal components.
Yep. when he's a fire elemental, he can just cast it.
But I don't think we never set this, but I assume to cast my normal spells I have to use vocal components.
If it has a vocal.
Yeah. But I meant like innate spellcast. My 3 innate spells, no.
Doesn't this mean you're going to be burning
I looked it
yourself?
up.
What? You looked it up? It doesn't say.
It says if it's innate spellcasting, it doesn't necessarily require vocal.
Then that's fine. Yeah.
My other form, yeah.
Right.
You're gonna
But
give him a
you're-
hug,
He's
aren't
in
you?
But you're-
elemental forms, and elementals are immune to fire.
Right, except for he's poisoned with something that turns his immunity.
I'm immune to poison
To weaknesses.
in this form.
Right, but you're still poisoned from the thing, so
4.
all the immunities become resistances.
Even
Right,
when I'm
but
changing
turning into
forms,
elemental, his
like as a
immunity,
druid when they transform, do they keep that?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
what is his immunity to poisons purge the poison?
No, it he's still poisoned in it. It just because of the nature of it, it turns that immunity to
So he's a
resistance.
fire elemental that's burning himself.
It's a fire elemental that's resistant to fire and resistant to
Poison.
poison.
He
but
just
he's
has
not burning
heartburn.
himself. He
Okay.
doesn't burn himself.
So I'm gonna light Thraz on fire by just going into a space.
If he casts a spell on himself, or like in the space of himself, then yes. Like if he casts a
As you
fireball-
try and walk into Thraz's space, he's going to try and hold you back with his tendrils.
Okay, I gotta go look at my. I forgot. I don't have it pulled up. What's my strength mod? On a fire elemental.
I don't know. I don't think it's very high.
It's higher than mine.
Well, most things are higher than your strength.
My strength is +2.
0.
It's 0.
Yeah.
Okay, 12.
12?
But I can't be restrained.
I tried.
Why didn't you say that before?
Right.
I mean, it's still fair. I get it. But
Oh, that's.
You take 4 fire damage and you are lit on fire.
Oh, no, I just.
I will
I
now be
take-
leaving your space
I take 2 fire damage.
because you
He's
gained his.
resistant.
Just need to go this way.
Because I have. But I am on fire now.
Watch it.
So I can't go towards anyone else. So I'm gonna run back towards you because I'm scared of everyone. So I can't go towards.
So, 5 feet into me, 5 feet past me.
Child.
Oh, yeah, but your speed is.
50
Yeah.
as a fire elemental.
Yeah, I don't think your speed is still restricted when you turn into the fire elemental. You
Even
would
if
have
it
to roll
was,
on
I'm not moving 40 feet around the room right now
that. Yeah.
because I have to. I'm scared of everyone.
Yeah. All right. Who's next?
Lair action and shade.
Shade is going to. she gonna do? There's not a whole lot she can do.
You guys called me here to help you, and then all chaos broke out. Not my circus, not my monkey.
Yeah.
So like we go to bed.
She might call it at some point and just peace out.
You guys are insane.
I mean,
Actually-
we went toe to toe with her at least once. She kind of already knows that.
Yeah. Grab the twins and
GTO.
Well, I tried.
Yeah. I'm like, wait.
I was like, okay, if he becomes a fire elemental, he'll burn himself if I stab him.
She's gonna hold an action as a spell.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to make sure it's the right.
Action.
Who'd you kill?
Me? No one. I lit Thraz on fire.
I thought he was.
No, he was complaining about it, so I decided to make it a reality.
He's so cold. So cold.
You got it. Okay, you gotta work. She's gonna hold an action.
we don't get saves against the madness.
It
Or it
lasts for
gets its
that number of
influence.
minutes. It's
You-
a short-term madness.
I don't think you had us roll for.
Yeah, I had you roll D10.
Yeah,
Everybody
Yeah.
rolled
8 minutes.
It was all
Everybody rolled D10.
dependent on who.
Did
Well,
you not?
everybody
I
but
didn't.
you.
Okay, 4 minutes.
It's not
I mean,
gonna
that's
matter a
40
whole lot.
rounds.
Yeah. Who's next?
It don't matter once we get out of here, and then it's been a while.
Me. I go hop and whir.
No, you don't. You're grappled.
Oh, that's right. I try to escape the grapple. With a 24. Acrobatics. Right, I can break grapple with acrobatics.
Yes.
You're a rogue, yeah.
Do I still get the advantage?
Yeah, because you're a
It's
small
against
creature.
your spell save DC, I think. Isn't it? Or is it against
Wouldn't it
the
be?
hand?
He's trying to break the grapple, which means.
So then, yeah. So then it's against the check. Then, yeah.
Oh, you got a 2 and a 1. So 11. You break the.
Okay, so then yeah, I
That was your
run
action.
away.
And then you run where?
Hop and whir.
You hop in where? You got it.
So is he running past me?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Because you were grappling me, I'm running away from you.
You, bonus action
So-
disengaging.
Grapple only has listed that the condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated in there.
It, you can use.
But breaking
It has
it
on the ability. You can use your ability to escape.
I guess,
the grapple.
yeah, I guess I should
Acrobatics
check,
is
but does Bigby's hand allow you, grasping hand, does it allow you to?
It'd say a creature may use its action to try to escape the grapple.
No.
It doesn't. So maybe I can't get out?
Read.
It usually has something.
Yeah, it usually says it can, but or that there's. Yeah, once he's grappled, it sounds like he can't get ungrappled
It's fine.
because it's not technically a grapple. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't say I can break out of it. I can try and break the hand.
Or knock him out.
Yeah, I mean you can still attack me.
Yeah. You just can't. Your speed just becomes 0.
AI says you can, but I'm not
Don't
sure
believe
if I
AI.
trust that one.
It doesn't.
Look at
There,
its sources.
Normally, it'll say that the creature could do.
there's no conditions for me to get out of the hand.
Yeah.
I think I would have to hurt the hand, like break the hand.
No, it says you have to move. He has to move to break grapple.
So.
You have to move the hand.
So what are you gonna do instead?
I'm gonna.
Punch it?
It works just like a regular grapple, as far as because freedom of movement works on it. and you have to use 5 feet of it to escape your grapple. But freedom of movement is a spell.
Yeah,
It's a magical construct that is non-magically restraining you.
correct.
There's a lot of people. It's gonna be up to me because there's a lot of differing opinions on this one.
'Cause
the
it
spell
doesn't
doesn't
specifically
say.
say.
So the spell doesn't say it. Your ability doesn't say it either. That he can't escape the grapple.
It doesn't.
It doesn't say you can't escape the grapple.
Right.
I would
say you
rule.
can,
I would
but
rule
it
it that
doesn't
it would
say
be a
can't.
contest. Just like rather than
Okay.
against your spell save DC, which is what it usually is, it would be a contest. And you did do the contest.
Yes, and I
so
won.
and you have advantage on the contest, which gives you the advantage. So
Yeah.
Would I still be able to use acrobatics? I think I won anyways because I rolled it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You rolled it at 20, right?
Yeah.
No, it
You
was.
just, it just
It was
wasn't.
still. high.
I
You
rolled a
one
1 and a 2, so it doesn't really matter.
Mine was like an 18, I think, on the die.
So, but yes, so I run over to work, hop inside work. But
okay.
I do run past you.
That triggers Shade's
Shades action.
which is vortex warp. She's
Oh.
going to try to vortex warp you as far away from him as possible,
Okay.
which is 90 feet to the other side of the room.
Sure.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah,
Counterspell.
Counterspell?
I have to counterspell 4th level.
She
Can
could-
you?
She could
Can
up.
you
Yeah,
For
it's
four-
non-somatic.
It's a somatic spell.
She
There's no
didn't
verbal
hold it as an
component.
upcast.
Okay.
She held it as a
I
second
just,
level.
I just wanted to make sure you knew.
Yeah.
That's all.
She held
Oh,
it
I
as a-
have a reaction for that though,
Do you?
because I haven't used my reaction yet. I can do the.
Sudden doubt?
Yep.
Oh, it doesn't do anything. It hurts me.
I know it hurts you, but I've never done this before.
40 force.
40 force.
You don't have enhanced sudden doubt though, right?
No. So it'll hurt, but
Enhanced
How
sudden
far?
doubt.
How far away are you?
well, he was hiding behind you.
And I went 40 feet.
He was in Whir. Whir didn't move from the first spot.
I
So,
went
like-
40 feet to the end. So I'm
So you're
outside of your
40
sudden doubt.
Okay, never mind.
Because your sudden doubt's 30 because you don't have
Well,
enhanced sudden doubt.
the room's not that far. The room's
Okay.
not 40 feet away. So he's
Okay.
within 30 feet of you.
Okay.
Because you're at the door. So he can sudden doubt you if he wants.
Okay.
Yeah, what the hell?
Is it counterspell?
Actually, no, I wouldn't do that.
Counterspell 60 feet.
Okay.
So, I'm not going to do that. So, do
Why?
whatever.
So
Why?
counterspell at 4th level.
You
to
do
the
you do
second level
4d4s
vortex
and you
warp.
get to heal
Doesn't
them.
work.
Doesn't work. So you hop
I
into
hop
it.
into work.
Yeah.
You don't want to heal yourself?
Um,
I'm about to
she's,
start fireballing.
no, she uses her held action as
And it
her
goes as
reaction.
temporary.
Yeah, it's her reaction.
Son of a bitch.
If you don't,
No, I'm good. I'm not reacting to it.
you could have taken an opportunity attack at me.
Right, but the only thing I have out is my hand.
Yeah.
I don't have any weapons
You
out.
don't have Warcaster. It doesn't matter what weapons you have out. If you have a weapon, you can make it.
Right, but I don't know if the hand counts as that.
No. I don't do draw, stow weapon bullshit.
No,
No,
what I'm
your
saying is
hand
all I
can't- you
have
can't
is my
attack
hand
with
of
your
Iker out. That's the only thing I have that could
Yeah, but you
react.
have a weapon on you, yeah?
You have the axe still.
But I don't
You
have it
an axe.
out.
It doesn't matter.
That's what he's saying. You
Oh.
can just
Don't
grab
do
it
stow
and just
and draw weapon.
Can he attack with the hand?
No, you need Warcaster to do that.
Yeah. No, I'm not
yeah.
gonna physically hurt him.
You can
any
free
more than-
action, draw your weapon, and attack me as I run away.
Right.
If
and
you
I-
want to.
And I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Get in work.
All right. Who's next?
anybody else want to stop him from getting in work?
No.
I've super glued his lock shut.
Actually, I'm gonna. When he gets loose, I'm gonna grab him. That's my
Okay.
second reaction.
With the quantum
Yep.
entanglements? The quantum
You think
tendrils?
so, but he's slippery. He's,
Oh, I know he is.
What is it, Con?
So there's like
It's
attempt
a
to
strength.
vortex warp, attempt to do this.
You got me.
Running
I
and
got you.
jumping. And
You got me.
you got him. All right.
Do you know how frustrated Trishani is right now?
The fun thing is,
I'm sure she's saying it. We just can't understand her.
I
Yeah,
can't,
so we don't know how frustrated
No.
you are.
Well, she could be stomping.
Skip it out.
Gooshnu.
I am restrained anyway. I'm restrained again.
but you're on our side.
I'm still just frustrated that all this
Go
is
along.
happening.
Well, you never said that she had.
Yeah,
that they were
she
after.
just said-
They just said that she just said that she's babbling.
Yeah. Never said anything about the idol.
Log Gall.
So we'll say
well, no,
with
hey,
all of that
the
nonsense,
fail,
you got about
the curse
halfway
is
over
because
before you got
you-
restrained.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Gaul, you said was 35 feet away from Zemdak. How far is Log from Zemdak?
Now he's much closer because he's in.
Yeah, I moved within 30 feet of you guys.
Yeah.
But you're not in where you're restrained.
I'm restrained.
He's restrained.
Inflict wounds.
Okay. You walk up to him and cast inflict wounds. Go ahead and roll the attack roll.
Because he's restrained, do I
It's
get...
at
It's at advantage.
Yeah.
Guys, I can only cast my innate spells. I can't cast teleports.
I heard
a
you say
20.
I can gaslight.
Ooh.
You saying nat 20?
Double the die.
Yeah.
Nice.
And inflict wounds is necrotic damage.
What level did you cast it at?
So it's my innate...
So the first level?
yeah. But, sorry, you're resistant to necrotic?
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
Well, at least it's double.
Because I was undead.
But that's good, but at least that's double. As soon as he unhinged his jaw, I was like, this is going to be a bad time. Ooh, I wish I
I
had
want
heat
to
metal.
spit it up.
It's
All
not
I know
metal.
is I'm not supposed to let either one of you escape.
It's not...
Oh, you
terrible.
missed, Meckel basically grabbed him with Bigsby's and tried to enter all of his orifices
42.
to get at the,
So half for
Idol.
21.
21, yeah.
Okay.
or the fetish.
Yeah.
Does that beat my threshold for needing to regurgitate?
Yeah, you have to take 20 damage in one hit.
Okay, I took 21.
So roll con save.
Okay.
If you have to beat a 15 in order to.
Nope.
So he regurgitates the idol.
I like the dog's commentary.
Moonchild is just distraught.
Yeah,
Okay. So now Gaul.
You can take normal actions, right?
I can
Yeah.
take normal actions.
You
but at
can't
the same
speak, you can't cast spells, but you can interact with things.
Yeah.
You could like pick something
I
up.
could
and-
grab the fucking idol. Yeah, I could do that. Or I could just continue being crazy.
So,
fine.
but the idol has now been regurgitated.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't give you a connotation that you had to do anything with the idol. It's
Right.
all like the other ones had things that had to be done with it.
So you just saw him basically eat it from my hand.
Gaul is going to free object interaction,
No.
summon his book, get his book out,
Okay.
then telekinesis the idol into his book.
Okay.
And the idol is no longer being worn or carried.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So you can do that.
It just happens.
Yeah. It just happens. So
I mean, I was gonna hand it back to Meckel, so either way.
eats the idol. And you see the book have the fight of its fucking life as that thing goes into there.
Ooh, because it's Iker.
You see pages start to get torn out as another battle ensues within it. They didn't kill each other, right? One killed the other one.
Previously,
Yeah.
yeah. One was like cowering,
Victorious.
like
Yeah.
it was very much
Very
injured. Yeah.
Okay.
It all depends on how if it heals.
Right.
The things we have done today, though, Jesus.
Just today, too.
So
Actually,
5
within the
minutes.
why don't
first
you roll
10
a
minutes of
charisma
being
check
awake.
for me?
Minute.
Minute, yeah. This hasn't even been that long.
I had a bad dream, and you were in it, and you were in it.
That wasn't a dream.
Charisma
I mean,
check.
it was a dream,
Yeah.
but it wasn't a dream.
Nat 20 plus 4.
So many nat 20s.
After about a minute of this book going, and as it does, once the book slams shut, the madness ends. Of this book, and you see pages being torn off. The binding starts to peel. The leather starts to flap as it starts to not just peel off, but completely get shorn from its covers.
Well, Gaul would have updated by this point, right?
He wouldn't have the book.
So you would have the electronic
The
book.
tablet.
Oh, right.
The
It
tablet.
would have got sucked into the tablet.
So anyway, the tablet gets all fucked up.
It glitches out and
Yeah.
pixels die and
Yeah, you can see like the screen gets cracked, and then it
Screen
stops
turns
and
blue.
it lies still. And the rest of you are no longer mad.
God damn it!
What the fuck was all that about?
What the fuck, dude?
Don't look at me. I'm not the one that ate it.
The
Don't make those things.
Still babble.
Don't
Babble. Are you still affected by babble?
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Oh, just me.
It's just
All of a sudden, I'm
No,
making
madness.
water.
I had to do something.
Do like
I had to do something to dissuade the dragon from eating Zemdek.
Meckel,
What?
please do not mess around with the idols anymore.
idols are not good.
Please just
What?
forget that you know about them, period.
What? Okay.
Pretend they don't exist.
So
at this
we
point,
can't
Log will
talk
drop
about the things we
Babel.
got before.
drop babble. Okay.
We
Out
can't
of-
talk about these, whatever the hell they are. What the fuck are these?
The terrible.
How are we supposed to
Eldritch
kill the dragon?
abominations.
I don't think we need to kill the dragon. I think
you
the
remember
dragon's on
the-
good side, I think.
The tunnel rot in that one spot. The madness of the tunnel. You said it existed, right?
Yeah.
These are essentially similar afflictions in physical form.
Those are to be avoided. They are not playthings, Meko.
How else am I supposed to kill the dragon?
It's okay, you didn't. You didn't know. Please don't do that again.
Alex, I think the dragon was on our side. Really.
There was confusion. Okay, we met.
dragon?
Oh yeah, all of us.
Did I-
Not all of us were in the dream.
Thruz says this
The
as he
dragon.
puts himself out. Since he's on fire.
We went in the dream world.
Okay.
Log pulled us in.
Yes.
There was a giant, ancient golden dragon.
Hey, there are times that things are there that
Okay,
I created. I
okay.
didn't know I created,
On
so I
top of
thought it was
this,
that. But
Argus is deciding to make shadow puppets with his flame on the wall while they're explaining it.
I need a performance check.
The Sultan of Sand was a golden dragon.
Okay.
He's kind of an asshole.
Just 'cause
Why is he not so?
I'm a source of.
well, because
I
I brought
used
you
that
that
word
one.
right.
Because
There
he's
was-
a religious figure.
There was a misunderstanding because I was there.
Because he's undead and
Undead.
shit, and so
I like
So-
to pretend that's not a thing, but yes.
We were immediately enemies, no matter what we said.
Right.
We had to get out of the dream world quick. Meckel thought it was a good idea to summon one of these,
Okay, first I didn't
It's not a
summon
good
it.
make one of the
The
fetishes.
dragon didn't seem to be letting him go, so
He was trying to think of a plan, which is great.
Sure.
Just please don't use the idols as a plan in the future.
I agree with him. I support him.
Please?
Yes. Don't do that, please. The idols are not good. They are. Not good.
I'm looking at
This fucker
Argus.
set me on fire. I have to agree. Religious figures are assholes. So
Not all religious figures.
they just described the dragon as an asshole. That asshole lit me on fire. Religious figures are assholes.
Look, if you wanted to actually
Oh, you
torture,
see this tender like finger that comes closer and closer.
It's gonna go.
Number 2, the Sultan is also a Dreamweaver. We have confirmed that.
Right. But also, the Sultan of Sand is actually a
Golden
person?
dragon. It's a
Oh, it's
dragon.
golden dragon.
who's an
kind of
asshole?
fucking scary, actually. Like,
Okay,
Who
but they're
is a
actually-
much stronger Dreamweaver than Log,
you don't gotta rub it in, man.
Okay.
which allowed him to unfortunately attack Log's space.
Okay, everybody
The truth
stop.
isn't rubbing it
Everybody
in. It's
just
just calling
stop.
you weak.
Stop. Stay where you are. I walk over to the tablet that's on the ground that's slowly leaking ichor.
Gall telekinesis it back to himself.
The ichor?
No, the tablet.
Oh, does it leave the ichor there? All right, I will attempt to absorb all
Okay,
the.
roll con save before.
Do I got advantage or anything?
Not for this one.
I believe. Have to get past the little notes I took. So that's going to be a 15.
15 will do it. You reabsorb. You make it a 20.
No.
Okay. 15 will do it. You reabsorb the ichor, and you feel considerably stronger.
Okay. Okay, now you can.
You get advantage on all wisdom saving throws that have anything to do with controlling your mind or madness or charms or any of those types of things.
No, there's
Any type
nothing-
of
no.
any type of controlling
That's not
or
yours.
behavior control, you have advantage
A
on wisdom
mental
saving
effect.
throws. You also gain a bonus action that you can use a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus
Okay.
that allows you to, within a 30-foot range of yourself, force creatures of your choice to make wisdom saving throws or be inflicted by a temporary madness.
I think Log told me how to use this new term. I feel really buzzed right now. So you guys can just keep fighting.
We're not fighting.
That happened.
Those two are fighting.
I'm playing.
Oh shit! You're still poisoned though. When does that poison end? By the way, it doesn't say on here.
It doesn't.
It should be for a minute. Does it say a minute?
Sultan,
doesn't.
giant gold dragon. Sultan
Yes.
also dream.
As long as I know that, I can make a note of it. I just want to make sure.
Ancient dream walker.
Alright, so his prowess is greater than.
Also hates anything undead, no matter
So
what.
that must have been great for you going there, yeah?
Oh, he tried to kill me right
Oh,
off the
so
bat.
just
or
that.
become
Okay.
poisoned for 1 minute.
And we don't know what happens if
I just-
somebody dies in dreams, so
Hasn't happened yet.
Because otherwise, I would just use it.
Yeah.
our only option was to
Child's
run
die.
away. Unfortunately, we were running away right as our idol was becoming reality.
Right.
So then we had an interaction that you all saw. That's what that was.
Okay.
Mekkel trying to defeat a giant gold dragon.
Now I'm just running around in circles. Because I have 50 feet of movement.
God, it's hot in here. Stop it!
Also, he knows of the idols, and they are not to be trifled with by mortals.
Well, we've already killed some, so
He wasn't too happy about that.
no.
We said a couple of things that probably we shouldn't have said.
I was doing my best.
Should have said the whole statement.
But now we're free. Everybody's happy. We're good now, right?
Until the dragon wakes
can
up in
we
the
just-
other room and
Stop dreaming of me for a little bit.
No, I believe the protection is his current dream.
So yeah, we probably don't actually want to wake him up. Because that makes the shit go away sometimes, I think.
But doesn't he hold still the key or no?
I don't think they got to ask him that question.
What popped in and out then? What are we waiting for to appear and disappear? I thought it was.
If he has the idol, well, look. At least what I could gather from the scripts before I fell asleep is look, it was simultaneous, right? So, and the idol and the hexagonal key at the same time, right? Is there anything else that I gathered while I still had comprehend languages that might have helped with solving this dilemma?
Like on the door?
On the door, in the room, because I could then
On
read
the door
fully.
tells the story that you've been told many, many times about how the Sultan of Sand gave a gift to the people to protect Babas from the curse of the Wandering. On the sarcophagi, there are titles.
Yeah.
These are the people that were buried with the Sultan of Sand to protect them should ever he need protecting. These are high-ranking titles of ancient Rhodesian denomination.
Okay.
There is a script on the walls that speaks of a mirror that is a window to sight beyond sight. The Sultan of Sand is sometimes referred to as lustrous, shining, golden,
Gold dragon.
glorious, regal.
I wonder what kind of elemental abilities we would get from gold dragon stuff. Or blue fire.
Dibs.
No. We're not killing him just to part him out.
That was not what I said. I just called dibs.
There are also runes upon some of the copper pieces that are here that you also start to understand with the comprehend languages that have something to do with evocation, lightning, in some type of way.
Okay. Describe that.
As far as like a solution to the problem, what problem specifically? Or like dilemma you're referring to?
Just everything. Trishani's still crazy.
He's still a little crazy. Hints would suggest that whatever resting place the Sultan of Sand is within would also probably contain something that he's trying to protect as well. However, both the fetish, the idol, and this hexagonal item are depicted on the door, but they don't appear to be in the same place as per notes and information you received from Ermgrim.
Are you relaying this?
Mm-hmm.
Would they be in one of these sarcophagi?
They'd probably be in his sarcophagi through the gold door.
Yeah, but why put the lock and the key in the same place? That just seems kind of...
He is probably guarding one of them in his sarcophagus, would be my guess. And then the other one was hidden somewhere else.
Right. It looks like two of them together are was able to create this protection. So the fact that they're separated was smart, and the fact that one was moved around a lot. You're starting to get the idea by reading this that it wasn't the actual item that was being moved around. It was access to his tomb that was being moved around.
Gotcha.
Like, the only reason why you're here is because...
The traps or the puzzles wouldn't have been activated unless we were in the right ziggurat at the right time.
Correct, but it's this space
Gotcha.
is out of space. Like, even dimension dooring up. It's like how when you go into the deep under, it's technically another realm, but there is a realm.
Physical.
There's a physical barrier.
Yeah.
So technically, this is like, it wouldn't have allowed you to even go down. You would have possibly been transported into an unending labyrinth,
Okay.
unless you had the key of the twins with you.
Gotcha.
And the fact that you took the twins with you, the ones who are the only ones who can cross this barrier and go to the right spot, made all the difference.
Okay. So, I have a new plan. We camp out down here for a little while. You keep doing forbiddance, and we protect this place. Because if the doctor can't figure out how to get in here, then he can't disturb the protection. He can't wake the dead. We wait. We check in with Ermgrim every once in a while to see how it's going up back on the surface. And when we feel like it's safe for us to leave, we use the jackal mask
We don't have the jackal mask.
Oh, that's the one I Terrazined, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whatever the highest ranking mask we have, we tell them we've been to the tomb, we've checked on the emperor, the sultan, and everything is well.
Could you like pretend that you have the mask on? That I can like do like a thing, kind of, because you can like turn yourself into looking like other people. Or...
I mean,
Thraz is actively wearing one of the masks.
Which one?
The mule.
I think that's our highest ranking.
Yeah.
By the way.
So we say the jackal went and checked. Everything is well with the sultan. The emergency is over, and we try to get everybody to calm the fuck down.
As long as we don't end up fighting each other again, that is not a bad idea.
The emergency is them overthrowing the zealots.
Okay. My guess is the doctor was trying to figure out how to interrupt all of this. And he managed to do so for a blip of time.
Yeah.
That blip of time allowed them to rile up the public with this cult.
But do you think they did it here, or do you think he did it with the fetish?
I think they have to do it here.
Okay.
They have to interrupt the whole piece of... I'm guessing they have to do it here somehow. With either piece of the key, they have to somehow interrupt his dream powers. With either piece. But if they can't get here at all, they can't touch him. I'm guessing.
They will die
Hoping.
and be
I'm hoping.
reborn, but they can't be reborn because the protection is still intact. Doesn't
Or I guess
that spike their plan?
Do we really know what their plan is?
we don't.
Oh.
The twins. Sorry. Slight update to my plan. Their entire purpose is to guard this.
Part of it, yeah.
And they were taken out of their guardianship position by a doctor and experimented on.
Yes.
So, could you ask the twins where her guard room is? I mean, where were they? Where was she staying to protect this before?
I guess that was where I was going.
Oh,
with it.
okay.
Yeah. Is how do we protect this place?
I'm learning.
But
No. Yeah.
but how long have they been doing it? You say that he is not very old, but from what the Morhirai were telling us, the Darkenanrai, which sounds like they are the same, from the same mother, they have been around for a long period of time, so why are they just disrupting it now?
Time's not
It's
linear.
It's super.
It's not a line. It's not a past to future. It's
I see a lot of people
I-
doing this.
I appreciate all our services together.
Thresh
I was
just
only
gives you a
playing
look
over
like,
3
yes,
minutes,
I
so-
get that. Like, the dude who travels interdimensionally is like, yeah, no, that makes sense. But
so yes, it may have happened recently to us on the surface, but that doesn't mean that it happened here at the same time.
Can you
You
give
said he's
us a,
straight up just dancing.
Can we give you can you give us a timeline?
Timeline of what?
You could just draw out all the different timelines.
illustrate.
Take a ball of yarn and like embed little flags.
Yeah, I totally want it on the wall where you can just be like,
it makes sense.
By
'cause
its very nature,
she did
defies
the magic to
physicality of being able to do
to
that.
bring Gaul back to normal.
You
Remember?
can't draw fourth dimensional figures,
Yeah.
so
And that was
But if you do too much wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff, then
yes.
there's these things called paradoxes.
Exactly. I'm so glad you understand, because like it is this giant ball of string. Like what happened with him?
wait.
What? Sorry, what?
Am I a paradox?
we might
I don't want to answer that today.
you
Maybe
have
tomorrow. Maybe yesterday.
you
are-
have
Wait,
You're a heretical.
you have as I'm
Right
like
now.
shut up. You have Doctor's book. Is there anything in there that could give us an idea of his plans?
I can
Because
try.
we haven't really looked at the book.
Right, because you know,
Stuffs.
time never stops.
Well, we're gonna have time here.
Are we?
Well, if we're
It's
can
written
stop
in
the
a
person.
severe code.
Right, but she hasn't had time to really look
It
at
took us like a full day of downtime to decode like a couple of pages last time, I think.
Yeah.
Hey, Zemdek.
Hmm.
Do you think we can put Dr. Soul in some spectacles to be able to read his type of writing?
Ooh.
Those would be cool.
That would be amazing.
Maybe.
Could we?
How do
I
testicles
think
help
I
you
have.
read?
I think I have something for that.
Wanna read
Thrasgo's
first,
digging
buddy?
through his pockets for spare set of like spectacles that he just found random.
You've got a
random.
monocle.
Oh yeah. Thras pulls out a monocle and gives it to you.
Okay.
Is there a way to send it to Missiony? She understands these things better than I do. Okay. I don't like it. I don't like to admit
if
it.
we
but-
use the Doctor's Soul to make this monocle, wouldn't that allow? That might help us understand his mind and what he's. doing.
You don't. No. You don't want that.
Not. No. Give us insight. Help with the insight of the device to see his writing specifically. Yes.
Can you ask the twins what their relationship with Doctor is? Because maybe they started out not as enemies, but as something else.
Don't you also speak Mauritian? I say to
No.
you in Mauritian? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you did, brother. Okay. So what is the
He
relation?
grew up in the mob, but he grew up on this base that didn't speak.
Trisheni just
Didn't speak.
I think you can
Yeah,
take a few
I know
breaths
hand
if
sign.
you
it
need
was
to
it was
regather
Doctor and you who
yourself.
could talk, right? That was about it.
Because Log can just
Here.
telekinesis to
Here.
her,
Yeah.
Everybody else was deaf.
and she can understand him a little bit better at this point. Until
Are you
I
sure about
try
that?
just for the hell of it. I'll try some hand
as long
signs. to see
as,
if
long
he-
as we give him very specific things to say
She
or ask,
picks up a little bit of it.
we should be okay.
all of a sudden, as I'm hand signing to her.
She
No,
picks
it's-
up a little of a bit of it, and she's like,
Log, can you telekinesis with the twins
Or
for us?
Telekinesis or telepath?
Telepathy.
very strange the way she's doing it with like it's different. Like it's like she's hand signing in cursive, almost. That's what it
Can
feels like.
you
Different flourish.
ask her how she ended up?
It's just-
How she knew the doctor.
and I'll keep signing this, just translating it,
Sure.
just to have it going.
All right. So how did you and the doctor hook up?
No.
He didn't say it out loud.
No, you didn't say it out loud.
But I can just tell by the finger guns.
That's a fair.
And then the look of her on her
This
face.
is why I said, are you sure you want to trust that?
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He meant.
Michael's just like,
Yes, maybe we need to come at it from both. You
So-
trying to speak and
no,
him telling.
absolutely not.
I'll just okay. If not, I'll say I'm sorry. Can I at least say I'm sorry?
Yeah, you can. The twins, rather than me give you three different
Yeah.
yeah.
responses, and rather than me butcher the different types of ways I'd have to respond, you get the gist of how they met under less than appealing circumstances, where she was pursued by him, then not seduced in the carnal sense, but seduced in the persuasive sense, by his knowledge of science and his knowledge of what she is and how she is a wonder of science.
Can
So she was like flattered by that.
does she know any of his ciphers from that interaction? That's what I was
She
getting
can
at.
make an attempt.
And have her look at the book and see if she can. If she spent that sort of intellectual time. This is Matt, not Meckel.
She
Meckel's
also
like,
will
look.
say that most of the time that she has spent with the doctor, she spent in those vats, being used as a pretty much DNA donor to make.
It's
whatever
worth
it
a
is.
shot, I think. But
Yeah, and her ability that she was teleporting all over the place all the time, as per her the state of what she is, and was used to the doctor's advantage by making sure that she would have tethers in certain areas around the world that she would teleport to create a new cycle of where she would be teleporting to. So she would be every once in a while teleporting to different parts of his labs all over the place. And then that way he could have experiments. He could literally move his lab anywhere he wanted and have her there. And she would just automatically do that.
I think you have the book. You have Doctor's book.
Can we ask them what they wish to do now that we have freed them?
I'm really sold on this monocle idea, though.
Oh yeah, no. That's. I want to have a conversation, but then we're breaking out the forge, the traveling forge, and we're making a magical item.
So, now that you're free, besides, avenging yourself against the person that imprisoned you, what would you like to do? I ask him Parisian.
She says that she needs to make sure that the Sultan of Sands slumbers eternally.
So you need to protect this place. Okay.
But she also needs to be as far away from this place sometimes.
Can you ask them how we can help?
How can we help you?
Stay out of the doctor's clutches.
And keep out of
And keep this place
that
safe.
so-called doctors.
She says you can allow me to do what needs to be done should it come to that.
What does that mean?
She says she can't tell you.
Does it involve killing Doctor?
She says no.
Damn.
Do you need any help staying free again?
She says the safest place for anyone is far from her.
Will it mean the end of the world?
We know of a space station.
Say that again?
Will it mean the end of the world if she does what she needs to do?
It will mean, she says that it will mean the end of something, but the eternity of another.
What is this something again?
She can't tell you.
Does it have a time limit? Because you guys keep talking about a date.
She says that it may.
Don't you have anything to add?
Well, it's really hard to get any information when you don't tell us enough. So, what do you think? How are we going to allow you to do anything without the appropriate information? Why are you saying allow?
She turns to the door, starts walking towards the door.
I thought you wanted that sealed.
I assume this is happening through other people.
Either log's translating for
She
us.
says,
Yeah.
I do. Seal it behind me.
Wait, I
What
have
are
one
you
question.
gonna do to the dragon?
You say dragon?
Yes.
She stops. Just one of her turns around. And just stares daggers at you.
Because you know, to me, it's not a god.
You see, one of her she's now torn. One of her wants to go into this room very badly. The other one wants to come back to you and give you a what for. And you can see like the stitches that are keeping her together begin to stress and strain as she begins to pull and pull and pull.
Stop. If he says he's a dragon, then he's a dragon, then that's fine. Doesn't matter. What matters is that we all continue on.
One last question before we get too far into whatever this is. So, if you're the mom, I know you explained to me how this works. If you're the mom, what's the other part of me? What else am I made out of?
She doesn't know.
Oh.
She just sees a piece of her in you.
I assume it's similar to how apparently it's a long time ago. That's why you call me daughter. I am not actually your offspring, and I know that. But I am from maybe many, many moons past.
Somehow a part of her DNA. There's definitely something that the doctor has done to her that has allowed her to recognize parts of her own anatomy, DNA in others, as a lot of the experiments that he does have to do with the grafting of DNA. And so, however many years she's been in his captivity.
One more question. So, I just thought of this, and it's relevant, I promise. Are you sure you're doing what you want to do, and not what the doctor wants you to think you want to do?
She seems a bit confused.
So if he, like, put something in your brain thinking this is the right course of action, and you actually are working towards his goals, not realizing it, because the one part of you doesn't recognize the other part of you? Does that make sense?
You see both of her heads grab her temples.
And can you tell your experience?
Yeah. Because I can sense Doctor even within my own head. And he was there until he shoved him out. So Doctor observed me from inside.
As you continue, she continues to press harder and
What
further through her temples.
is your actual name in Mauritian?
She runs her hands through her hair as she begins to pull strands of it out. And she let loose a scream, and the scream reverberates throughout the room, and you hear glass shatter as the mirror on the other side of the room shatters against that you weren't able to see. Now is visible and shatters up against the wall before it reconstitute itself, so now it's fully visible. The view of the mirror now shows what it's been showing for a while now, but you have been unable to see it. Ermgrim and his followers have stormed the main pyramid. And you see him cut down several zealots, of which are casting spells at him as he just bisects them with his plasma blade. Before he finally opens the door into a large, bright chamber with beautiful pillars and gorgeous tapestries and what looks like a golden throne. And he slashes the throne in twain, and below it, as he pushes it out of the way, there you are. And he grabs this fetish, not with his bare hands, but with magic, like a mage hand, and reaches it up. And his blade goes up again. Let's see how just strong you are. And you see him cut a piece of it off. Just goes up again. You are. As his plasma blade cuts into it. Interesting.
Mother, what is your real name? And I pull her original form from eons ago and ask her, using my time tempest ability, what's your real name, so that I can give you power again.
and we'll pick that up next time. As you pull her from another time into the present, from before she was even joined.
They knew each other. The power was there, right? But it wasn't necessarily joined. If they were joined, great. But it's who they really were.
Which one do you want to pull?
Both.
You want to pull both?
Yeah.
Okay.
If they're one creature.
They wouldn't be one creature in the time that they knew their name.
Do the one that protected me in the shielding then of...
Okay, so you pull the left one through.
Yeah.
Covered in shining golden makeup and bracelets and armlets and bands, and wearing this cat-like mask and robed in beautiful silks. This creature comes through and you ask yet again, what is your real name? And we're going to pick that up next time. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time. And as always, stay safe out there.